What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 155 of the Just Too Sweet Show. I am still sharing it out, as you can see. After WrestleMania time, always a good time. BDT, Mr. Bunker is joining me today. Jay, man, what is going on today, man?
Not much, buddy. Just another day in paradise.
It's another day in paradise, like we say. Yeah, I'm still sharing it out. There it is. Okay, good. It's shared. Yeah, we're gonna do a little WrestleMania review, a little Raw after WrestleMania review. We'll see who liked what, who didn't like what. Overall, I thought it was definitely a better WrestleMania we've had in the last couple of years. Um, and they are now calling it the Triple H, well, the Paul Levesque era. The
Right.
Paul Levesque era. All right, so Bunker, let's just jump right into it. We don't have to go match. Well, you know what? Let's start with the Hall of Fame first. Well, you watched all the Hall of Fame?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched Heyman's.
Well, what'd you think of Heyman's speech?
I thought it was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
He
Perfect.
definitely knows how to put on a show, that dude.
He does.
And even the bleep stuff. Did you get all the bleep stuff later on, like off on what he was saying?
Right. Yep.
I don't know why they would bleep it. I thought it was hysterical.
Well, once they go to Netflix, there's going to be no more bleeping, right?
I guess not, and especially with The Rock cursing every other word now too. He seemed to like it.
Yeah. He likes it.
Where'd you go? I lost your sound.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You hear me?
I hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh, having technical difficulties.
How about now?
I don't mind technical difficulties.
Let me try to.
Oh, I don't hear you. It's all right. We'll get people to come in. Let's continue sharing while we get Bunker back out here. That's my daughter Jane is screaming in the background. Okay, so it's just me until Bunker gets back. Oh, he's back. Let's see. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Still nothing.
It's weird.
I don't hear you. Big gun kicked the hell out of you. Yankees winning 2-0. I can give you that information as of right now. Tick tock. Anybody else out there? I hate stalling. Let's see if he's back.
How about now? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I hear nothing.
This is weird.
And the Link's a liar. He's lying.
How about
Thank
now?
you. I can't hear you, man. I don't know what happened. Nothing you can do? I don't know about that. We have a long show for you to be teaching all that.
Let me. Give me 1 minute.
Link, do you really hear him? Or are you just busting my balls? Because if you can hear him and I can't, then it's on my end. All right, so you hear him. Luke, thank you. What am I doing wrong then? Hmm, that is interesting. And you hear me. You hear me, but you don't hear him. That is crazy nonsense. Tucker, man, what's going on? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything? How's the fam? Well, apparently everyone hears you except for me, so I don't know what's going on.
How about now? How about now? Hello? It's funny.
There you are.
How about now?
Now I got you. Well, apparently Luke and Link, so they heard you, but I couldn't for some reason.
Yeah, right. So it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. It was me. I don't know what's going on. I shut these off, put them back on again. All right, so let's jump in before this happens again, because I don't know what's going on. It's a crazy ass night. I guess we can start with night. Well, you know what? Overall grade, uh, A, B, C, D, or 1 to 10, whatever you want to do. What'd you think of this year's WrestleMania?
I gave it an A.
An A.
I did. Yeah. A minus. I did.
And, and
I
if
thought
you
it
had
was
to pick,
very solid.
it was very solid. I agree with that. The first one in the Paul Levesque era, I guess.
Correct.
And everyone's chiming in now. Would rather see him here than see him.
That's a fact.
All right. So if you had to pick out your one highlight, and that's going to be hard to do, what's your one highlight of the weekend?
Um,
Because you weren't for finishing the story, so that's what I'm saying. Was that your highlight?
no, I would say that the whole weekend was great and every aspect except a couple of matches. But as far as the overall highlight, yeah, I'd give it to the main event, obviously. But it's not about don't misconstrue my finish the story. It has a totally different meaning than what you're thinking because it means let's hurry up and get this Cody thing over with, finish the story.
Well, like you've been saying you've been saying it for weeks now. Cody is officially the champion. He finished that story.
Right. Now
Now
what?
what? Now what do you see now for Cody? Who do you
I
see as his biggest threat at the moment?
I don't. That's the sad part. I mean, is he going to SmackDown? They're doing the draft. Is he going to go to Raw? And who is he going to? You know what I mean? So like last night, I got confused last night because I thought that was for the number one contendership for Cody, but it
Mm-hmm.
was for Priest. And you're going to put Priest in with Jay Uso, and it's going to be boring. Absolutely. So I don't know
I
what
think
they're
he's gonna
doing.
have to. He's gonna have to go to SmackDown, I guess,
Yeah,
because he's
but
been
I
on
don't
Raw.
even know what do you do from there.
Well, he's been on Raw for 2 years, so I mean, yeah, SmackDown makes the most sense.
I'll ask you what does he do at SmackDown? Who would you like to see him face, or who should he face?
That's the problem. The heels aren't really there right now.
Right.
I mean,
And the one heel that would be there is just rode off into the sunset on the most awkward segment I've ever seen in Raw history.
and the number one heel in the company right now is Dom Mysterio, and you're not giving him a goddamn title shot anytime soon.
Not at all.
That's the sad part. All
Not at
right, so
all.
you know what? Let's go through a couple of them. The six-pack ladder match for the tag titles, very entertaining. A
Very
lot of
entertaining.
high spots, which Eric I know would hate, but that's where those high spots belong. Outstanding match. I went 2 for 2 on that one.
You did. You did.
Me and Jackson
Yeah.
keeping track. So what'd you think? What'd you think of that one? And are you happy with who came out winner?
Yeah, I am extremely happy for both. I think with the cockiness of Theory and Waller, and that they'll do good with that. And then Awesome Truth. I mean, our Truth is just special. Enjoy it while we have them. 52 years old and still entertaining. But that match, I actually thought. I think when we talked last week, I didn't think it was going to be that great, and
No.
it was unbelievable. So
So you can see people who never saw Gargano and what's his name. You know what they could do.
Champa,
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 they are outstanding. They just never got their fair shot.
yeah,
It was drowning in NXT for a long time, which I didn't really like.
right,
Um, but they're outstanding. Yeah, the one I didn't really care about Champa's spot because that looked a little too set uppy. Like, let's take 10 minutes to set this up so we can do it right. But
right,
the other one, Gargano's, was woo. That was
yeah,
crazy and it was awesome.
great.
So I hope
You
I
see
hope
what
they keep that going.
you see where the ladder broke and the ref was
Yeah.
like at Priest's leg and stuff, and
He's like,
he was
I kept saying to Jackson, why is she bothering this guy? Leave him
like,
alone. But then I saw the ladder. I was like, oh shit, that ladder's broke. That was awesome. Um, yeah, I thought it was a very good match. I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think I was gonna like that one either. I thought it was gonna be a quick nonsense bull, and I really did think someone was gonna take both belts at first. I was like, they're gonna win. They're gonna win both of them, and we're still
no.
stuck with this bullshit.
They
So
now they need to make new belts for those because
yeah,
those things are hideous.
those are ugly, the ugliest belts ever,
Yeah, I don't even know who thought of that. So
ever. Those belts were ugly.
mhm.
What else was there night one? I have the list up here somewhere. What else we have? I already forgot. Um, what was night one? What was the highlight to night one besides the tag match? I'm going C now, guys. Hang on, I have the list here.
Yeah, find the list. 'Cause
I had it here somewhere. Um, what was the other thing? We don't have to go night one, night two. Tell me about again. We predicted Damian. Well, you don't want to sure about Damian Priest, right?
Oh, we can talk about Rollins and Drew.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that one then. That was night two, opening match nonetheless, which kind of makes sense now considering how the ending ended. Um, you weren't big on Priest winning, right? Cashing in.
No, no, I didn't think he would actually.
So now, what do you?
I just think it didn't make sense.
How come?
But
How come? Tell me why it didn't make sense.
because I figured Drew would win, and then I was like, okay, Drew will win. That sets him up with him and Punk, and that sets a nice thing for Drew as a champion, and have that little title run. And then it was like a swerve, and it was like I didn't see it coming. I mean, after he was in his face for a while, I saw it coming, but I didn't really see it coming. I thought that was it, but then you know what happened, and
Well, what was your take of Punk, by the way? You think he's okay? That's why he took the brace off. You think he's ready to go, and that was just a swerve, or do you think he's still going to be out a while?
um, well, given last night where Drew lost again, I think he's ready to go. If not, he's within weeks of it. You know,
Yeah, he has to be, right? No way
right?
he'd be busting that many balls like that.
No,
But Seth had a good run. He had a full year. The dude is beat to shit. He needs to take some time off.
yeah,
We'll get back to him with the match last night because
yeah.
that's some funny. I actually died laughing when he came out with the
With,
hair and the shield gear.
oh, you're talking about night two. You were talking
Like
Sunday
the
night. You
I would
said
say
last night.
because he actually went from the title match to getting his hair done so he looked like old Seth. I was like, that's ridiculous to do.
And he
Funny
did.
though, funny, but he didn't do anything in that match, which was kind of disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, how many seconds did you think it was going to be Dean Ambrose?
Bro, if you didn't, then something wrong with you because I was like a holy shit moment. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way. Is he back for real? Like, things like that. And for literally, well, I thought he was all the way up until we saw Seth. The camera angle on that was bad.
it was bad.
But yeah, so, but
Yeah,
yeah, I did. Did you?
I said yeah. I said no fucking way. Dean Ambrose is back. No fucking way. I was like, there's no way. 'Cause I mean, that made sense. The Seth thing
Right,
really didn't make sense to me, but um.
right.
All right, so we're jumping around here. Let's get to Let's get to the bad ones, and we all know what the bad one is. The internet, the world has agreed that the Usos was a terrible, terrible match.
A 20-minute super kick fest.
Super kick fest. They look nervous. They look amateurish. There was a couple of
Very.
botch. I know people don't like to use the inside terms, but they botched quite a few moves. I
Yeah.
mean, for two guys who've been looking forward to this their whole lives, You guys blew it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was probably the worst match of the weekend,
The
hands down.
weekend too.
Yeah,
NXT. We're talking
NXT,
NXT.
everybody. Yep.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
that's hard to top with Jade Cargill. So we didn't know, which I thought she did wonderful, by the way. But but, yeah. So yeah, I was extremely disappointed in it, and I again not to keep jumping around, but I don't understand him winning last night.
Who?
Jay,
Oh, you don't think so? Oh, last night in Raw.
yeah, Raw to face
Yeah.
Priest. So
Listen,
doesn't make a lot
they
of sense.
they see. I don't honestly. I don't see it.
Me
They
either.
see something in him.
I
I
think
don't.
it's no. They need to go back to being the Usos and tag team stuff. So
Well, I personally think Roman's going to take time off and he's going to be a face when he comes back, and Rock is going to be the heel.
well, did you see after the WrestleMania press conference
Conference.
that they do
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
like the UFC? Um, he was saying that Roman, when he comes back, wait until you see his new story, like his new whole new thing. And he
Well, they're
said,
gonna. It's going to lead to him and The Rock. It's going to lead to him and The Rock eventually.
yeah, yeah,
Which, by the way, that documentary is on tomorrow. Everybody, you should watch the documentary. It's about WrestleMania 40. Literally, probably filming up until the last moment last night, editing it right now as we speak. It's going to be out tomorrow, and they're going to tell the story of how they changed the entire night because of the crowd chanting "We want Cody," and because they were legit going with. Then we were talking about it. It
yeah.
was a legit fuck up. They were taking Cody out of the picture and putting The Rock and Roman in, and the crowd went crazy. The universe went nuts, so they had to jump back and fix it again. Which you know what? Good for them for listening to the crowd for once. Not like Vince used to.
No, no. What are you kidding me? Omos would be the champion if Vince was around.
My favorite, the Vince, I mean Vince always. This is my favorite tag team. Break them up. Break them up. Why you gotta break? Like why? Why you break? Enzo and Cass were the
They
hottest team at the time. Break them up. They can't be together anymore. It's like what the
stupid,
fuck are you doing, man?
stupid.
What was that one? Yeah. Let's see the Final Testament and the street fight, and
Eh, I mean, it was entertaining.
I think that's what that was there for.
Yeah, it was
With
a
Bubba Ray
bathroom break.
Dudley, yeah, with
Yeah,
Bubba Ray Dudley, it was a gimmick match. They played salute to the Dudleys to ECW. I
right.
mean, it was all right. It still wasn't worse than the Usos.
No, that's like uh, that's a Friday night SmackDown match.
Yeah, it's true.
So I
Let's
mean,
talk
we
about
got to see Scarlett, but
that's true. And I don't know if I texted you. I texted the in the other chat with the pop culture guys. I kept writing Karrion Cross deserves so much better. He deserves, and I'm so upset by him not getting a push or any kind of push at
he
all,
does.
even a
He
poke.
does.
He
He
gets
does.
nothing. That guy. And yeah, and Scarlett too. I'll mention her name also because she's a force to be reckoned with, and she ain't
Yeah.
even a wrestler. All right, so the Testament fight was garbage. L.A. Knight, AJ Styles. I am not sold on L.A. Knight. I'm still not sold on L.A. Knight. I think AJ can make anyone look. He can dance to the broom and look good. Are you an LA Knight guy? Yeah.
Nah. Um,
Nah.
I nah. I am and I'm not. I think I was when the hype was there, and then it's kind of died down again. A lot of these guys are getting buried. You know what I mean? But now they are, but they're not because now they did that with Priest and everybody else. But um, I just think he's kind of like going back down to the mid card. Not that he was really ever stationary up top, but I think he's just a mid card, maybe U.S. title holder.
Yeah, we mentioned on the other show that he's not going to go
Yeah,
higher than US
no,
on
never,
tag team. Maybe a tag team
never.
run with somebody.
Yeah.
That's really basically it. The match itself was all right.
Yeah, I wasn't entertained. I was on my phone more than I was watching it. I
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
really
one of those.
entertained.
I agree with that one. That was and it's sad because I love AJ. He's one of my all-time favorite guys. What else we got? Logan Paul. I picked him too. You pick him? Did you pick Logan Paul?
I picked about Logan Paul, and I
Yep.
had him pin Kevin Owens. I said, which I was right about. because it keeps Randy strong. But yeah, he's good, man. Like you've said in the past, he's very impressive.
You can't deny it. As much as you can hate him, you can't deny how good he is.
Right.
He's good on the mic. He's good on the matches. He can wrestle. He sells. I'm very shocked at how much I actually like this guy wrestling.
Yeah. And I think SummerSlam's in Cleveland.
I'm not even sure. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's what they said. But he's from Cleveland, so he's not losing that thing anytime between now and SummerSlam.
That's all the way in August. Shit.
Yeah. But
speaking of which, we're again taking another quick turn. Roman is rumored not to be back till August. That's far away.
Yeah, I think between him and Seth, I mean,
Seth has to take off. Or he's gonna die.
Yeah. I think
it is like MJF, who I know didn't show up, but MJF too. He had to take off, or he was going to die too. He had a neck, a shoulder, a knee. Yeah, if he didn't take off, he'd be a cripple by now.
Right.
So
I would save those two for even. I mean, I understand you got to build a storyline with Roman and The Rock, but I would even leave them alone until Rumble.
Yeah.
Just let them take a nice extended break, heal up.
Well, Rock's gone too now. He said it on Raw last night. I got to go away for a while. Like a dad telling his little kid he's going to prison or something. I got to go away for a while.
Hey Tim, let me. Can I use your headphones?
Yeah. Can I hold them? Can I hold them for a second?
I just want to hold them for a second. I mean,
that was weird. That was a little weird.
Don't disappoint me ever again. What? I don't know what's going on right now. Like, my wife was in the other room and she goes, "What is he even talking about?" And I'm like, "I don't know." It was
we'll jump ahead. We'll talk about that right now. On Raw last night, Rock came out, confronted Cody. Congratulations. Wanted to hold the title for some reason. Again, from the last time he whispered something in his ear before the press conference, that's what supposedly made Cody want to go after Seth at first. Crowd went crazy. They switched it. Now he hands him something. Says, "You know what that is." You puts it in his and Cody had to sell it. Feeling it in his pocket, selling it. It's like, what the hell is this now? Is this the watch? Is this all about the goddamn Dusty's watch?
I think so. I mean, what else is it? Or is it a Rock? Or like I've seen
a Rock from the Rock.
It's just so weird. He was weird. I don't know if he was like on something last night, but he was just not himself.
I read he was genuinely upset at the booing.
Well, you can see it bothered him.
It did. When they started saying "Die Rocky Die" and Undertaker and
that, and I think the whole Dominic Mysterio booing, like not being able to get a word in edgewise, I think that bothered him. I mean, it looked like him. It looked like it. Anyways, but he was like so subdued, like he was on painkillers or something. Like
he's on Xanax.
Just freaking weird.
Well, if you like long-term storytelling, that's what you got now.
There
Rock
you go.
is gone. He'll be back in a couple months. Him and Cody going to go at it, or is he's going to go straight for Roman? That's what we don't know now. Or is Roman going to come back and help Cody win? That's going to lead to him and The Rock at WrestleMania next year. We don't know.
Yeah,
it's a little nuts. Let's get to the women. Let's talk about the women for a little bit.
Okay.
And by that, I'm just going to say, anything exciting jump out at you about any of the women's matches? Any of them? Not to insult the women or anything, but
no, not at all.
All their matches, I think, were just a little
Yeah, you got to put it up last year with Rhea and Charlotte last year's WrestleMania, which was amazing.
I think Rhea and Becky was the best one this year.
Yeah, Rhea and Becky.
Which shows you how good Rhea is, too.
Right. And fast forward, her and Liv are going to start now.
I love Liv. I'm a massive Liv fan, but she's not the greatest wrestler in the world.
No, she's not.
I like her for different reasons, not her wrestling prowess.
What happened with Bayley? Bayley won, but did anybody come out on her match?
No.
So it was just her and Io the whole time by themselves, right?
Yeah. And she won clean.
That was boring too.
It was boring.
But I was actually Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was actually entertained with um, the racist match.
I was to bring up the racist, the Japanese versus the, I should say it, the African American team.
Americans, right? It's like, what are we doing here? No, it's not a big deal. But I was actually entertained because I, I like the look that Jade Cargill has
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of ways. But it's just, I think she could, like, if I don't know about her mic skills and all that other stuff, and she can carry a good promo and maybe have a, face to face with Rhea or somebody like that, or even Charlotte
Well, don't
or
forget
Bianca.
she's been here for a year, and they stuck her down in NXT. That's what she's been working on, not her wrestling skills, her promo, all that stuff. So hopefully that's going to translate eventually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they need to send Bianca down because Bianca's mic skills for the last 5 years still suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so, but that's good though. Yeah.
That match was all right. It wasn't, just really
No,
all
nothing
right.
crazy. Yeah.
Nothing too, outlandish or insane about it. It was just there.
Yeah.
Uh, that was all the matches, right? The 6-man tag, the 2 championships. Yeah, Rhea definitely stole the show on that one,
Yeah.
which she always does.
And that was the opening match for night one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome. Um, the Rey Mysterio Latin on Latin violent match. I mean, there was nothing really. Well, I don't think it was a bad match, but it wasn't a great match.
Right.
Like it didn't really hold my attention that much.
It didn't
Although,
mind me.
I will say Andrade had a couple good spots.
Yeah.
He was looking pretty good actually.
Yeah. I was so confused. That's when I texted you and I was like, what, where did he come from?
It happened on SmackDown the night before.
Right.
Like that was
But
literally like a last minute change.
wow. I mean, it's
But
smart change. It's a smart change. You
yeah,
know. But
that whole thing has to end though. End.
yeah, but how do you end it? Like not end it, but like what do you do? I mean, do you have Ray? I mean, Ray. Do you have Dominic stay with the Judgment Day like he was last night, or is he? Are they going to kind of like fade away from the whole LWO and Santos thing? And
Well, you see
just
now if Vince was in charge, I'd be saying Ray is going to leave the Judgment Day because she has to turn good because she's so goddamn popular. But that Ray is not in charge, so they may stick with the heel, them being a heel group, and have R-Truth keep interrupting them, which again was great last night on Raw
classic.
during the celebration. He just comes out and
And he's like,
and Priest is like, no, we're not doing that this time. Like a dog. He's like, no, we're not doing it.
oh my god.
Yeah, he's classic. But yeah, I'm done with the LWO thing already. I'm done with what it is. Leave Eddie Guerrero in the ground. Leave him alone now. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop
right.
trying to bring him back every possible way you can. 30 people do a frog splash now.
I know.
It's like let the guy rest a little bit. I understand you want to pay tribute to him. He was a great wrestler, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
eh. I have another big one. I honestly didn't think it. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Who did you pick?
I picked Gunther.
So did I. I didn't think little Sammy would be the one to do it, but that was a pretty decent match. And
Right.
shockingly enough, Sammy beat him clean.
Yeah, and that leads to what are they going to do with him now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why the draft is coming, and it's going to be very important. Gunther's going to end up on Raw.
He's on Raw.
He's on Raw. He's going to end up on SmackDown. I'm sorry. I think
Okay.
he's going to be a major foil for Cody coming up.
That's the only thing that I think would entertain me. Because Randy, well, let me take that back. Because Randy Orton, those two have history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if Randy can go back to being, great on the mic again, which he still is, but I'm just saying, and have that story develop that way between those two, I think that's probably your best thing for Cody right now. But they're not gonna. They're gonna probably put Gunther or somebody else. Who knows? This is gonna drive me nuts.
The only problem with putting Gunther against him and being, are they going to do a Rocky thing and let Cody lose and then get it back again, like Rocky 3? Or are they going to try to build him up like another Roman, or he's not going to lose for a long time? If that's the case, I don't want Gunther anywhere near him.
Right.
I don't need
No,
Gunther jumping on the fucking loser bandwagon right now.
I think you got to at least give him his year. Give him a year. Go to Mania and probably drop the belt then. That's what I would do.
So we should mix Gunther in with Damian Priest in the World Heavyweight title then, for now.
I would.
That's what I would do too.
You know.
Because unfortunately, that Cody title is reserved for your punks and your bigger guys and all that shit.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm never good. I'm never keen on the draft, but this is, like you said, this is kind of should be a good draft. Like it should tell a lot of things for storytelling.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And we're gonna see what they say who you're setting up to be Cody's big rivalry now.
right.
I mean, they're both the Rock's gone and Roman's gone. Who's he gonna fight? Solo? Nobody wants that. All right, so let's just jump in. Let's get to the two big matches. I don't know if we missed anything. If we did, whatever. We
Yeah.
mentioned the ones that we needed to mention. Night one, the big tag match. Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. I'm not gonna lie. I fell asleep. I passed out cold. I had to get up the next day and watch it. But before I fell asleep, I thought the first half of that match sucked.
It was
Wasn't it just boring?
absolutely atrocious.
Okay, I thought it was. I didn't think I was the only one.
No,
I think that's what
absolutely
put me.
atrocious.
That's why I fell asleep. I was like, this sucks.
Yep. And
And
then
between Mama
the
Rose
second
and Mama Rock, I'm like, all right, enough with the both of them.
enough with,
Enough.
enough with the mamas.
Yeah.
But with the second half of that match though was incredible. It
Yeah.
really
Oh, no,
was.
it
It was
definitely
great.
picked up. It definitely picked up.
Yeah.
But that first half was like, is this what we're gonna do for the next 30 minutes? Because I was like, I can't do this. And then I did. I literally passed out cold. I woke up the next day. I was like sitting there waiting for the goddamn replay to start because they were taking forever to. And I finally put it on. I fast forwarded through the opening half. I was like, this all sucked. This all sucked. Watched. I was like, okay, they came back. They made it a great, entertaining
Right.
match,
Right.
and it ended
And
just like we all said it was gonna end.
it's too predictable.
Yeah, it was too
But
predictable, but it was good though.
yeah.
Fast forward to night two. Again, we all had our predictions. You weren't too sure on Cody winning. You thought
No.
maybe Roman would retain.
No, I said
Uh,
Roman would retain. I go.
yeah,
I mean, what a swerve that would have been
it would have been.
in a way. You know, I just anyway.
But do you realize the air would have came out of that stadium if fucking Roman Reigns won that match? You would
That's
have
why I
had
wanted it.
70,000
Riots.
idiot Philly fans destroying their own city because a big Samoan won a fake belt in a choreographed
And a
fight.
choreograph.
These idiots would have burned their city down.
Roman wins, we riot.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So, but yeah, and everything we thought it was going to be, my predictions were almost dead on, except
Yep.
the Undertaker
Yeah. And
instead of
there's
Austin, which doesn't make any sense to me.
no, but there had to be obviously there's a reason why. It was Taker instead of Austin. So was it something that they couldn't agree on, or is it something that Austin wasn't available?
Why would Austin be available? If this was set months ago, Austin could have made some room, and plus Austin could still have a match, which is I thought that was going to lead to an Austin Rock 4. Oh, 4? Yeah, they fought 3 times at WrestleMania.
4, yeah.
So I thought this was going to lead to a 4th match between them two. So, but the Cena thing was right. I kind of predicted Dustin would come out, but he's still under contract. But they allowed him to go and sit in the stands with Ricky Starks, of all people.
Right.
Whatever. And so the Usos killing each other was better than their entire match the night before.
Right?
I thought they died. I thought one of them died because they were supposed to hit 2 tables. They only hit 1. I'm like, dude, I think one of them is dead. I think Jimmy's dead. So, and then Solo comes out. Cena comes out. Cena, again, he beats up Solo. Everything's good. 1-on-1 with The Rock, and The Rock just fucking wiped him like nothing.
Right.
Rock bottom like he was in there. He's like, don't put that finger in my face, boy. Fucking slammed him, and he was done. I was like, wow. And then the gong hit. Undertaker comes out, takes care of The Rock. Now we got a one-on-one fight.
What was your reaction to that, though, when the gong hit?
I said, no fucking way.
That's what I said.
That's right. Now here's the funny part. Me and Jax are watching it. Cody goes to get a chair out from under the ring. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw it.
I saw it.
You saw an arm under there.
Yeah.
I said, "There's a fucking arm under there." And he goes, "What?" I had to rewind it. I go, "Look, it's an arm." I said,
Yeah.
"Whose fucking arm is that? There's someone under there." And it was Undertaker hanging out under the ring.
Yeah. So, little known fact, I'm sure even Eric could probably tell this, or not at that level, but there's always somebody under the ring,
Yeah.
apparently with a monitor and positioning tables and kendo sticks and all that other stuff throughout the whole 3 hours.
Well, it wasn't Taker because he had no tattoo. It was
No,
a regular, it was a pasty white arm.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some nerd that was just like,
that's his job, and he was in the wrong place because he got caught on camera.
Probably looked just like Eric Lakerum. I mean, just
a pasty white arm.
pasty.
So yeah, you finally get your 1-on-1, and here we go. Finishers mean nothing in this world anymore. How many Superman punches? How many spears? How many Cody cutters and that other fucking thing he does?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
So I get Cody. What is it called? Whatever it's called.
Crossroads.
Crossroads. There you go. And again, the one MVP is Paul Heyman. You watch him that whole match. That dude tells a story with. He deserves every bit of his MVP and Hall of Fame. He is. His face tells such a story. Fantastic. He is absolutely phenomenal at what he does.
All his nonverbals are just. I've never. There's no one near him, or even at his level.
No, I agree. I agree.
Not even close.
Someone said, "Oh, I hate that guy's face." I said, "No, that is the face of a genius." I said, "He tells a story every chance he gets, just with his facial expression." Love that fucking
guy. How excited do you think he is right now? Like, meaning not just from the weekend and everything. I'm talking about ever since Vince got.
Oh, I think he loves it. Like he said at the Hall of Fame. Triple H said, "Don't talk about me." I'm fuck you. I'm talking about you because this is the best this company's been in a long time, and everyone was worshiping Triple H this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I think just to kind of get off the whole WrestleMania Raw thing, and speaking for the future, I'm scared to see because of the stories, and I think people like Roman and Seth and The Rock kind of been carrying this for like 6 months now, in a sense, one way or another. I know a lot of people don't like Roman because he doesn't wrestle. I guess his body can't really wrestle the way like Seth and these other guys are gonna or have. But I'm worried. I'm not worried. I'm interested to see what Triple H does moving forward with everything.
Yeah,
and how the storytelling's going to get, because I got a bad feeling it's going to get stale.
Well, I mean, it ain't going to stay perfect. It ain't going to stay. He's not batting 1,000.
No,
like, I thought last night was not a great show, considering it's a Raw after WrestleMania. As a regular mid-summer Raw, it would have been fine. But this is the night after WrestleMania. It's supposed to be huge. I mean, we had The Rock come out and get all weird, and then we had Punk come back at the end and screw that was actually pretty funny when he screwed McIntyre, because just his smile on his face when he screwed him was funny enough. But other than that, nothing.
Yeah, I think you can have CM Punk. I think CM Punk and Drew is going to be epic. Mm-hmm. I really do. Because Drew's really good on the mic.
Yeah.
And
he got a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better. And, Punk is Punk on the mic. So their storytelling is going to be unbelievable. It's just that I just don't know. Unless you go the whole Randy Orton route, have Randy turn heel, and then you talk about when they were together.
Which is inevitable.
Right.
Orton can't stay face forever.
What they call themselves back then? Him, Orton, and DiBiase?
Shit, I forget too.
Orton and his 2 bitches? Or something like that. Anyway.
Like Legacy?
Legacy. That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah.
So, you can tell that whole story. No yeet.
No yeet, though. No yeet.
No yeet. No yeet. No yeet and yeet. No yeet. Absolutely not. But yeah, so I think that's the only thing I worry about. Like, what are they gonna do with Cody? So that, and
All
I'm
right. All right.
interested to see that.
Well, I have faith. I have no reason not to have faith. Like I said, other than his Hall of Fame class and Raw last night, he's been doing a phenomenal job.
Right.
The Hall of Fame class was
Did you think Bray should have been in?
I mean, I would have had them because, like I said, Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham were all about mentioning him. So I would have announced him that night for next year already.
Yeah.
I would have did that. Have
Yeah.
them announce him for next year. Fucking crowd would have went crazy.
Yep. This
But
is
I
your
mean,
headliner. This is your
and plus, I bet
main event.
we don't want to upstage, Mike Rotunda bullshit. Mike Rotunda, I bet wanted to
Yeah.
say my
Well,
son is getting in next year.
they had the Fireflies T-shirts on.
Had the T-shirts on.
The second
Captain
night.
Uncle Howdy made a pre-Raw appearance last night. A
Yep.
vignette video playing him. So I guess Bo Dallas is going to go forward and play Uncle. I don't know how that's going to work. Good luck.
Be interesting.
I mean,
I don't think. Do you think Bo was that bad?
I like Bo. I
Yeah,
actually
I do too.
really do. They just never found something for him to do.
Yeah.
But I think him and Bray would have been fucking fantastic together.
Yeah. And we only got a couple of weeks of that.
Even when you watch the documentary, though, about them back in the day, they were great together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you found the right character for him, he would have been good. But can he do it without Bray? I don't know. I don't know.
That's. I think that's going to have to be more with another faction.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe get rid of AOP and Carrion. Put Carrion by himself. Get rid of Bobby Lashley altogether. And it's kind of get rid of all these factions, and then maybe have a couple, but maybe that one would be good, like Joe Gacy and whoever else that could really help Dallas. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that though, because that's. But I personally, I would have announced him for next year.
Yeah,
Just me.
Agree.
But everything else though at the Hall of Fame was a little cringy. The Ali thing was cringy with The Rock coming out. Again, half
I saw that too.
half in character, half out of character. Thunderbolt Patterson just preaching the word of the gospel instead of making a speech. Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just really whatever.
I mean, Heyman saved it.
Oh, absolutely. But when he went first, I don't gotta watch the rest of this now. What is this?
Exactly. I don't think they cared either. I think they just wanted to get the crowd going. I don't think they wanted the crowd to sit for so long. I think they wanted to get the crowd amped up. And then, who was the last one? Was it The Rock?
Mama Rock. Grandmama Rock.
Grandmama Rock?
Yeah, so
that one.
Yeah, I would have announced Bray. That's just me, though. I don't care about the whole stepping on toes or taking the spotlight away. Mike Rotunda would have fucking loved it. Well, especially with the brother and the sister there and him, they would have absolutely loved it.
Like a surprise, like not even tell them. Just
yeah,
surprise,
Well, tell him right before he walked out. So, by the way, I'm going to come out and announce. Or even Triple H hit the stage and say, by the way, we're going to put Bray in next year, first 2025. And that would have been fantastic.
Bray Wyatt and Chris Benoit.
Two very different guys.
Very different. Like even like we talked about this last week. His documentary, again, I'll say again, if you haven't seen it, you got to go see it. You need to see it. And
with a big box of issues.
Yeah, he seems like such a humble, nice guy.
Yeah,
like us.
And the fact that the problems that he was having were just because he was so amped up all the time that he couldn't get his ideas out quick enough, and it was driving him crazy and making him nuts. And Triple H is like, I wish everyone had that problem every now and then because he was just so in his head. Like I said, they send him home and nothing to do. The guy comes back with the Fiend. It's like, really? Who knows what would have been next? So
right, exactly.
And I love the fucking Firefly Funhouse, and I loved Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she was so great in that role.
She was
so
perfect. She was perfect for that role.
Yeah,
because we all thought it was going to be Liv.
Yeah,
for a while.
So. I thought Liv was going to be Sister Abigail. Remember they were teasing them coming to life. I thought Liv was
Yeah.
gonna get kidnapped and become Sister Abigail. I
You
really
talking about
did.
when they showed him in the stands?
Yeah. And then Liv's starting to act a little weird, and I was like, she's gonna be Sister Abigail. Watch. And
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But
I
no, they
agree.
never got to it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What do you think of the big celebration at the end? Too much?
Expected.
Really?
Expected.
You expected Orton and all them to come down?
No, not those kind of guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I expected like Cena to stick around and all that stuff, but it was expected. You know, props to Seth Rollins. I don't know if you saw both times with him. After Drew won, and they caught him on camera telling Drew, you fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
Try
He
not to switch
smiled.
your mouth.
Didn't he smile?
Yeah,
He smiled a
yeah,
little bit when getting pinned, right? He was
yeah.
getting pinned. He started smiling. Yeah.
That was Roman, I thought.
Was it? Oh, it was Roman too. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
Roman.
was Roman. But
Yeah, but you got to think Seth probably had that. Oh, I'm going home for a couple weeks. Like,
a couple
I can go home.
months.
I can go home now and relax and get all healthy. So
Yeah,
that had to be that one little piece when I was like, thank God this is over for a while.
and he did the same with Cody.
Yeah.
So class, and that's like friendship in a sense, like respect.
Now, in this documentary tomorrow, like people like Eric, don't he doesn't want to see the behind the curtain stuff. Do you want to see Roman waiting for Cody when he walks through that curtain to see that interaction, or you just want to be like, no, let Roman be Roman and hope I don't see him again until SummerSlam?
Well, I've how do I explain this? Unlike Eric, I've evolved in 2024 and evolved with professional wrestling and the storytelling and the high flying stuff. I'm more of a like Eric loves the matches and he loves that type of stuff. I love the promos. The matches kind of bore me in a sense. I watch them, but I'm not into them. So, but no, I'm very interested to see what happens with that for tomorrow.
See, I'm down. I'm right down the middle. I don't want to know who's coming back and when. I want that surprise. But I love seeing the behind the scenes footage.
Yeah,
I like all the Bray Wyatt stuff. I thought was fucking great.
yeah.
And
I mean,
I saw Triple H hug Damian Priest in the
yeah,
curtain. That I love.
yeah,
I love seeing that stuff.
yeah.
But as
I
far as
mean,
the surprises go, who's coming back, I don't want to know. I want that fucking music to hit and be like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Like when
what
the
are you talking
Hardy,
about?
like the difference between seeing Triple H hug Damian Priest, I want to see that stuff.
Right.
But I don't want to know when someone's coming back. You know what I mean? Like I don't like when the Hardys came back. I want to be surprised
Well,
about that kind of stuff.
when would you see that? I'm confused.
No, I'm just talking. No. In general,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I don't want to know when someone. Like, I don't want to read tomorrow. Oh, the Hardy Boys are coming back tomorrow.
Right.
I don't want to know
Right.
that.
I agree with you on that.
I want to be
Yes.
surprised with that kind of stuff. Oh,
Right.
this guy's gonna run in later and fuck this matchup. No, I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
But behind the
No.
scenes
Yeah.
stuff, I'm cool with. The wrestling stuff on TV, I don't. I want to be surprised, like in
Right.
the old days. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Yeah, because
For the world of the internet.
yeah, fucking internet ruins everything.
Could you imagine if we didn't have internet right now?
We wouldn't
And
be.
this stuff was going on.
We'd be talking to a wall right now.
Oh, duh. There's my moment. Duh.
What are we talking? We wouldn't be talking right now.
We'd be talking on our rotary phones.
On our rotary phones. Hey, did you see WrestleMania last night? Yeah. So, well, other than that, anything else you want to point out? You want to point out WrestleMania, Raw last night?
No, I think you covered it all. I mean, I think it was a solid weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mixed it in with the Final Four. It was a great weekend for wrestling. And it's been a long time, I think, like you said in the beginning. It's been a while that they've had the solid shows.
Did you see Tony Khan hanging out in Orlando taking pictures with fans?
Yeah.
The guy on the internet, I forget what site it was, had the perfect quote. He said Tony Khan hanging outside Eagles Stadium in Philadelphia is like a garage band hanging outside the people they play, handing out CDs. I was like, holy shit, you're right. It does seem like that. It makes no sense.
So let's talk about that for real quick before we get off. So Tony Khan is with AEW. Nick Khan is with WWE, and
Yeah.
they're brothers, right?
I don't know if they're brothers. Are they brothers? I thought there
I
was
mean,
no
it's not
relation.
just
Look, Khan over there might be
two
like Smith over.
Khans.
Two Khan over there might be Smith here. You know what kind of Khan is over there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm genuinely curious. I don't know if you already knew that.
No, I doubt they're brothers. Why would he? Why would have been Nick be working with his father then?
Because Shad Khan, who owns the Jaguars,
Yeah,
who's his son?
Tony.
Okay, right.
Tony's his
I know
son.
that. So Nick is not involved with that.
I think Nick is just another Khan. Wrath of
What's
Khan, maybe. Because he's
Con Air?
yeah, exactly. I don't think they're related. Yeah, Don said they are not brothers. They're not
Okay,
brothers. Just
okay.
two. Like I said, Khan over there could be like Smith here. It's a
Second cousins.
regular name. Who knows? Yeah, I actually got confused at one time when they said Khan. I'm like, why are you
Yeah,
saying Khan? He's not in WWE. He's in. That's the idiot
right.
who tries to book AEW into a real show and he can't do it.
I just find it odd that there's two cons in
Yeah,
professional wrestling
at a high level.
at that high level, right? It's
Well, you know
like
what? Let me bring that up real quick then before we go.
okay.
CM Punk had that interview a couple weeks ago. A lot of people. I mean, it was viewed by I don't know how many millions of people. He didn't want to tell the truth, but he can't help himself from talking. He just can't.
I'm talking about the
Talked about
interview with Ariel Helwani.
yeah, and he talked about the Jack Perry incident. He talked about the Young Bucks. He talked about everything in AEW. He didn't want to, but he did it anyway. Um, Tomorrow on what's it called? Dynamite. I already forgot. I don't watch that shit no more. It's hard to
I can't.
watch.
I can't even
On
watch it.
Dynamite tomorrow night, they're going to air the footage of the fight between Jack Perry and CM Punk to tell their side of the story.
No way.
Yes, they are. That's the way
Oh,
to get. That's the way to get me to watch.
you hooked me.
It did. So they're going to say that they're going to prove that what CM Punk said was a total lie. Now, here's my problem with that. You can edit footage.
I know.
You can if I see a cut anywhere, you're lying.
Right.
I want to see raw, time coded fucking footage. I don't want to see a cut anywhere. If I see a cut, you're fucking lying. Then that's it.
Right.
Simple as that. But
Exactly.
who cares who's telling the truth anyway? Punk said it right away. I couldn't be there anymore. It's like working with children. It's like
Right.
and then the inmates are running the asylum, and it's true.
It's turned into another WCW.
You can't have the wrestlers booking and being executive vice presidents. You can't fucking do it. It doesn't work. But they don't listen to WCW.
Kevin Nash will tell you differently, but I mean,
Kevin Nash. Yeah, the Kevin Nash, like, dude, I'm in it for the paycheck every 2 weeks.
right.
Does it have to make
Right.
sense? I don't care. I get paid every 2 weeks. He admits it, at
Yeah.
least he didn't give a shit. But even
Right.
he'll say, you can't have me booking. I don't
No.
want to book. So that's going to be
Stupid.
tomorrow night, and that's going to
Okay.
be very interesting to watch. Because the
Well,
story that Punk told about the incident was pretty cool. And Bubba Ray Dudley, by the way, back to Bully Ray. Excuse me. On the show, he's now Bully Ray. Only in WWE, he's Bubba Ray. He backed him up, saying that he had an incident with Jack Perry also,
right. I heard
and
that.
Jack Perry is very immature, and he thinks he's the greatest thing since whoever pick a name. So he is on Punk's side as far as saying Jack Perry's immature and an asshole.
I barely know who he is. Is that Jungle Boy?
Jungle Boy, Luke Perry's son, Dylan McKay's son from now 2-0. Yes.
Really?
Dude, look at his face. He looks just like him if you really pay
Oh, yeah, I
attention.
guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. What's with the cockiness stuff? I don't get it.
I don't know either. I mean, when he was Jungle Boy, he was cool. Then he turned heel. He started to believe he was really a heel, I guess. And, the idiot wanted to use real glass. And they were like, dude, you can't use real.
Yeah.
You can't smash in a rent-a-car. Then you have to bring that car back with a broken window, you moron. And then he breaks the glass to fall and yells at Punk on the air. Oh, it's real fucking glass. But I was like, all right, whatever. So
He
that's
ain't
tomorrow
making-
night.
He ain't making that kind of money.
Yeah, I hate promoting AEW, but yeah, that's going to be tomorrow night. So that's gonna be a good watch.
That'd be
And I don't want to
interesting.
see one cut, nothing, no
You
wipes.
that's exactly what's going to happen.
I don't want to see a star wipe or a fade to black or a cut, nothing.
it's going to make CM Punk look like a complete liar, and it's all fabricated what he said. There's no doubt about it. Or they wouldn't be showing it,
True.
you know? So it's just.
Or maybe he is lying and we've all been wrong this whole time. He hasn't really changed. Who knows?
I don't think he's changed that much.
All I know is I have to get that shirt they made of him. You see that shirt they made of him? It's not really his shirt, but it's a shirt that has his symbols on it with the hands and the lightning, and it's his quote saying, "I'm tired, I'm hurt, and I work with fucking children." And that's his quote from that press conference. I want that shirt so bad.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
that'd be cool.
It's on something.com. I don't know. I'm not going to promote their website. They don't give us anything, so I'm not going to promote them. But yeah, so that's tomorrow night then. SmackDown Friday, and here we go again. Backlash is coming. That'll be the first pay per view, as it is every year, which means we're going to get a lot of rematches.
Yeah.
That's what we say for. I said it, but is Seth really going to take off? We're not going to get a rematch. Roman's not going to get a rematch, so it's going to be interesting how Backlash works this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
does Drew get a rematch with Priest?
Or does
Is that what they do?
Or does he want Punk first?
Or do they still play the angle Punk still injured?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess we're going to see. Yeah, we got the draft coming up, Don. We were talking about the draft, how it's going to be very interesting this year. Who goes where? It's actually going to mean something this year with all these new. You got 2 new champions walking around now. I actually got a lot of new champions walking around.
Yeah.
Only Rhea and Logan Paul fucking retained. Everyone else is brand new, so it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. All right, we're gonna get out of here. It was a good show. We did what we had to do, right? We I don't think we missed anybody. If we did, then they weren't worth mentioning. Easy as that.
Exactly.
So one more final question, Bunker.
Yeah.
What do you want to see happen this year? Like, pick like one thing that you want to really see happen this till next WrestleMania, like this whole year.
I want Dexter Loomis to have a gimmick because I think not the crazy one. If he could get good with the microphone, I think he's a star. I've been saying it for 5 years now, and they just keep him at home.
Yeah,
and I'm being serious. I think
no, I agree. I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's got the look. I think in the words of Eric Linkram, the body, which so it's I would like to see something like that, honestly. But overall, I just think I want them to develop a story with Randy and Cody, and it's got to be good because I think you can long-term story tell that, and it will make it entertaining to watch on television. Because I don't know who else would make him. Who else can go with him in the ring? Meaning like microphone, mic skills and all that other stuff with Cody. Than Randy. Who else?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely forgot about Dexter Loomis. I completely forgot about him. And he is. I do like him. Yeah.
We have the same barber, by the way.
Well, I could echo that sentiment, but say Karrion Kross.
Right. Okay. I was going to ask you, what do you want?
I would love to find him something to do. Something to really. I thought Triple H was a fan of his, and I thought it was one of those Vince things. Like, no, I don't like him. Changes. He's the one who changed his entrance and fucked him over. The same way they did the poor Bobby Roode. They fucked it everything, and he ruined them. So I'm hoping Karrion Kross can break through finally.
Okay, that'd be good.
And
Sheamus come back, isn't it?
I'm not a fan of Sheamus.
That's Triple H's boy.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I for the rest of the year, I just want, I said, constant. I know there's gonna be bumps. There's gonna be some good shows,
of course,
some bad shows, but as long as they keep me interested, I'm good.
Right.
I've been watching for fucking 40-something years. I hope
Same.
I missed a few in the early '90s that were real rough, but other than that, I've been watching all those years. So that's all I want to keep me interested, keep me excited. I just bought a No Yeet shirt. I haven't bought a wrestling shirt in like a couple years, so I had to buy one for Jax. He wanted one. His girlfriend's Yeet, so he bought a no yeet. I said, that's how you do it, Kev. That's how you do it. You don't bow down to their pressures. You go
Teach
no
them
yeet.
young.
If she's yeet, you go no yeet. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Just Too Sweet Show, Pop Culture Pros. We have shows for everybody. Baseball's back in full swing. We have those two shows, the Yankees and the Mets show. Unsportsmanlike Iconic, we might do tomorrow. Don, you poking him? Am I on the air? Yes, he is still on the goddamn air. Look for his show, movie reviews, TV, all that good stuff. Granny's Peach Tea, comic book movies. Doing an X Men run right now. We have shows, we have contests, we have everything. Pop Culture Pros, ladies and gentlemen. And until then, we'll see you next week. I think Eric Zent will be back, and we'll finally talk about the biographies and all that stuff that we've been trying to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We finally finished the story.